good performance last couple of matches by Wafiq Irfan. Really bowled quick. I think the first match he took 4 wickets in just 2 overs.
Yep, true. It's always what do you call that? When you have a good start, eventually give you a very good, confidence for the fast bowler especially. Pull it away, short delivery. Syed Aziz looking for two. Good running between wicket there.
2 runs by Syed Aziz. Just pull it to the mid-wicket area.
Played there. Good fielding by Nazrul Rahman.
Sandra's matches got really good fast bowlers. They got Aminul Shami, Nazrul Rahman, and Wafiq Irfan.
Yes, that's true, Sarbin. And looking at Southern Hitchers batting lineup, past few matches, I think they have changed their opening batsmen. It used to be Ainul Hafiz and Syed Aziz. Now it comes to Syed Aziz and Seydou Madhavan. What do you think about Seydou Madhavan, Sarbin? Looking at the previous match he played against Western Warriors.
It's a decent batsman. Last matches he scored around 30 something.
Yeah, 32.
32. They have a good opening batsman like Syed Aziz and Seydou Madhavan. Hope they can utilize the power play, the first 6 overs.
That's been a bit of try to bowl outside of thumb, but ball was swinging away. Wafiq Irfan is trying to bowl on the corridors.
Want to stand out on
Well bowled there. Zipping
line?
to the batsman.
Go to Wix.com.
Sorry, looking at the fast bowlers bowling today from starting off with Nazrul, not much swing at the early on, and as well as Wafiq.
I think the ball is not swinging, so they tried to bowl slightly short of the length. What a ball by Wafiq Irfan.
It's a very good ball, good carry there, nice pace, not easy to play.
Change of field. Straight away they put deep square leg and bring in short fine leg.
Do you think it's a bouncer? Or is this a
Maybe.
hunch?
I think that's part of the plan. Bowling by Wafiq Irfan. That's the end of the over. $13 runs, no loss of wicket, and 2 overs gone. Good start by Wafiq Irfan. Just giving away 4 runs. In same field for side Aziz. Long on and long off.
There you go. 6 for side Aziz, Syed Mubarak. Low full toss, and he damaged them.
Beautiful shot by Syed Aziz.
You can't be giving balls like this kind of deliveries to Syed Aziz, Syed Mubarak, especially a batsman on form. And during the power play, he's going to go for it. Looking at the batsman statistics, top run scorer at the moment is Syed Aziz, Syed Mubarak. With the runs of 177 runs with 4 matches, strike rate of 148. It's a good strike rate there. White delivery there. Nazir Rahman tries to bring the ball in to Syed Aziz, but just not on the right line area. Ball just swings away. It's a wild white.
It's a good ball by Nazir Rahman.
That's a delivery. You should be bowling at this type of overs, especially during the power play. When you know that Syed Aziz is an attacking player who goes for big hits, try to look as much as runs as he can during the power play.
I think that's the length should bowl to Syed Aziz.
Well bowled there.
Bowling by Nazir Rahman. Syed Aziz just stepping out from the crease. I think trying to clear over the middle.
Yeah, that's what I felt, because when you know that there is a man in your 30 yards and 2 down, long on and mid wicket, so he's trying to play over the top on the offside area. Pulls it away, chance of catch. Oh, misjudged, and it's a 4.
Poor judgment by the fielder.
Jersey number 17, Alam Muhammad Saif. Poor judgment there. Could be a catch.
That's an important wicket for central smashes. And missed it.
You can't be losing a chance like this. Definitely, there's not going to be any chance after this. Going for it. Over the top, and it's a 4. Nothing stops Syed Aziz, even though he knew that he almost got out previous ball, but he's just going to go. It keeps him build his confidence more and more. Another boundary in this over. Another expensive over. Well bowled there.
Bowling by Nazir Rahman. Yorker ball.
That's the over. Another expensive over.
That's the end of the over. Southern leaders 29 for no loss. 3 overs gone. It's quite an expensive over by Nazir Rahman.
The good thing is Syed Mubarak has gone up to 204 runs in total of 5 matches with a strike rate of 153. Currently the top run taker by this tournament.
Now, Syed Aziz moved to 27 just from 14 balls with 4 boundaries and 1 6.
Well bowled there by Wafiq Irfan.
Good line and length. Sidhu Madhavan just faced 4 balls.
And Syed Aziz is doing the damage over there. Another short to delivery. Pulls it away. Chances of catch. Another drop there. And it goes for 4.
Again. Drop catch by Central Smashers.
Lukman Nur Hakim misjudged again. Oh my gosh.
2 chances given by Syed Aziz and Central Smashers dropped it.
You know, it's a very vital wicket. Especially, you know, the man on form.
I think now
2 chances. You know, you can't be losing this. Central Smashers
there's a field change by the skipper.
putting in his main players into a red hot zone where you know Syed Aziz will go for it. And there you go. Nothing is stopping him. He's just going. Another 4 there. Good shot.
Good shot by Syed Aziz, just hitting over the cover.
I think this could be the game changer, you know, Sharvin. You know, dropping off 2 catch of the main player.
Yes,
And he's going to stop. And he's going to go for it.
in T20, you can't afford to drop this kind of catches.
Slightly change of field there.
There's a short fine leg and there's a deep fine leg and one deep mid wicket. I think that's a plan. They're going to bounce, so
Well bowled there.
it's a good ball by Wafiq Irfan. I think missing the leg stump.
Another change of field there. I reckon that's Sharvin. You know, he's packing up his fielders more onto the leg side.
There's a short
Anticipating for shorter deliveries. full toss.
Again.
Again. Don't give room for side assist. You know, at this point of moment, I feel like Central matches are having a tough time. After dropping 2 catches of side assist, pressure's on.
Again.
Tickets there and it goes for 4. Another expensive over. Southern Eaters are on top at the moment.
That's end of the over. 45 for no loss. 4 was gone. Side assist on 43 or just from 20 balls with 8 boundaries and 1 6. Two catches has been given by side assist.
2
And
crucial catches. New bowler comes in.
Amirul Shami, a young bowler.
A decent fast bowler.
The last match he took 3 wickets against Northern Strikers.
Sethu Madhavan on strike. At the moment, Sethu Madhavan hasn't got his timing yet. So chances are there for Central Smashers to do the wonders. A goal there.
Sethu Madhavan off the mark.
Looks like he's rotating the strike and giving more strike to side as this.
The current run rate 11.3 per over.
Another play there.
Beautiful shot by side assist.
Glance.
Just glance it through short fine leg and short square leg.
He knew where the fielder was.
And side assist moved to 47.
80% of the team score is from side assist.
Agree.
It's a very good strike rate there. 223. Well bowled there. Again founds the gap. And it goes for 4. That comes up 50 for side assist. I think it's his birthday gift. Had a very good day yesterday. Belated birthday gift, side assist. Oh, I'm seeing a no ball sign there. Free hit. Amirul Shami. A no ball delivery. Free hit. Chances of another delivery, another 4. Pulls it away, and it still founds the gap.
A misfield by Central Smashers.
Uni Prawan
fielder.
is still not getting his hands right. Misjudging the ball. better delivery. A quick single there. Good running between wickets. By the batsman. Sedu Madhavan on strike. Shorter delivery. Well bowled by Amirul Shami.
It's a good ball. I think the bowlers should not give room to the batsman.
At the moment, the bowlers are not getting their line and length proper yet. Except for those two catches. Those
Crucial
two
catches.
were so crucial. You drop that and you have to be waiting for it. Another expensive over.
It's end of the over. 60 runs for no loss. 5 overs gone. Syed Aziz on 56. And Sedu Madhavan on 1.
It's like Syed Aziz is doing his one-man show over there.
As I said, he's going to utilize the power play the first 6 overs.
Yep, they really utilize it very well. Power play. Comes in. Spinners to the attack. Lukman Nur Hakim.
Another young bowler. Last over of power play.
Another bad delivery there. Wide in the first ball. Well bowled there. Lukman Nur Hakim.
It's a good
there.
shot.
6 by Sedu Madhavan.
What a brilliant shot by Sedu Madhavan. Hitting
Right.
straight to the side screen.
Looks like Sedu Madhavan knew that he needs to go for some big hits as well. Looking at Syed Aziz going at the other end. You could have told Syed Aziz, I need some runs too. Another
Again.
6.
What a shot by Sedu Madhavan.
Sedu Madhavan is on fire.
Brilliant shot.
I think he has been waited too long for this in the crease. Better delivery by Lukman Nur Hakim. It slowed down the pace a bit. More variations. Going for another big hit.
That's a chance.
Chance of catch. Another drop catch. It goes for 4. Another misjudge. This time Nazil Rahman. Poor fielding by Central Smashers. You can't be losing catches like this. It's a very, very vital thing.
3 catches has been dropped by Central Smashers. 2 from Syed Aziz and 1 from Sethu Madhavan.
It's an expensive over. Again, very crucial thing, dropping catches.
That's the end of the over. 78 runs from first 6 overs. Good start by Southern Eaters batsman from Syed Aziz. Scored 57 from 25 balls and supported by Sethu Madhavan. 17 runs from 12 balls.
Three crucial catches. It's a major thing. This could be the game change of this match if anything goes wrong. Chance of catch. Ooh. One Julia was expecting for the catch, but dropped short.
Good delivery by Amirul Shami.
Nevertheless, yes, that was a very good delivery, a surprising one, shorter delivery. Well bowled there.
What a bowling by Amirul Shami. I think that's the line and length the Central Smashers should bowl to Syed Aziz.
Looking at the previous ball, I felt like the ball was much more slower. Could that be a very variation by the bowler? Cutting down the pace. Make Syed Aziz to do the mistakes again. No, after this they can't be losing any catches, dropping catches of these 2 batsmen. Another bad delivery, and that goes for 4. Physio comes into place. It's like there's some injury for Syed Aziz. Looks like eating too much make him feel sore in the hands. What do you think, Shazia? I think Syed Aziz has been eating too much. He needs a spray.
Yes, I guess. I think Central Smashers bowlers should think how to bowl like variations, not just bowling up to the batsman. Because it's T20, anything can happen.
It's a fast game. You have to react fast.
You have to read the batsman. Batsman like Syed Aziz,
who plays all over the round. Well bowled there.
Good bowling.
Much better delivery. At the moment, Southern hitters are very high on top with a good strike rate. Make use very well on the power play. No ball.
No ball again from Amirul Shami.
Looks like the bowler is having a tough time there. Pressure's on. You know, when you're having a pressure situation there, automatically your mental will be down. You will intend to do many stuff, but not just focusing on one thing, which is to deliver the ball on the right area. Very well bowled. Good bounce. Saras has missed that. Wide delivery. Slowing down the pace, but still not getting the line right. Come on, central smashers. Pull your socks up, heads up. You guys can do it. Shorter delivery. Looking for one there. Easy single. And that's the over of Amirul Shami.
Southern hitters 85 for no loss. Just 7 overs. Good partnership between Said Aziz and Sedu Madhavan. Bowling change by central smashers. Fitri Sham onto the attack.
You know, you have a Nitish with 17 runs of 12 deliveries. Said Aziz, Said Mubarak, 62 runs in 32 deliveries. Fitri Sham to the attack. Another main bowler for the central smashers. Let's see what he can do. First ball, and it's a 4. Bad start for Fitri Sham. A full toss. And Said Aziz went for it. Looks like Central Smashers is having a very tough time in their bowling department.
Good delivery by Fitri Sham.
So better delivery.
So 2 runs.
2 runs.
Overthrow.
Well bowled there. A single. That brings Sedu Madhavan on strike. Another better delivery. Another single. Another catch.
That's gone.
That's gone. Fitri Sham breaks the partnership. A good catch by Mohammad Faiz, the skipper. There goes Side Aziz, 69 runs, 35 balls. A very well played by Side Aziz. Good show there.
Scored 13 boundaries in 1-6. It's a brilliant batting by Said Aziz. And skipper himself on the boundary.
Skipper to skipper. Good catch there. Next batsman's come in. Harinderjit Singh. Good batting by Said Aziz. He batted so well. Could have been much better. Was expecting him to score 100 today. But unlucky.
I guess if Said Aziz play until the end, he can score his 150 or maybe 200 easily.
Yep. That could be another record of this tournament. Harinder on strike. Another decent batsman who's very quick on running between wickets.
The first match he ran 4.
That is quick.
That is quick.
That is quick.
Harinderjit Singh.
To run 4, 2s, 3s with him, you need to be quick as well. He takes the opportunity very well. He knows he can go more by running as well, not just by scoring big hits. Off the mark. Good delivery. Good over. Skipper made a very good decision, bringing in his main bowler, Prithvi Sham, to break the partnership.
That's end of the over. 94 for 1 in 8 overs. Now,
Slight change in the com box. Sharvin Muniandi will take his break. Here comes Pawandip Singh. Tall man who does wonders with the ball. Hello, Pawandip Singh.
Good afternoon to all our viewers. Hello, Devendran.
How's your day has been gone, Pawan?
It's been all right, but
Hope you
it's a
enjoyed
bit
the match.
disappointed with the fielding of Central Smashers.
Well bowled there by Amirul Shami to Harinderjit Singh.
Yeah, but I think this is the chance for Central Smashers to pull back the game into their favor now. They have been very expensive so far. 94, giving away 94 runs in 8 overs. With the big wicket of Said Aziz, I think this is the opportunity they have, and they have to grab it to pull things back a little bit here.
Looking at after giving 2 chances of catch been dropped, the third one has been taken by the skipper itself.
Yep, skipper Ahmad Faiz leading the way, showing the rest of them how it's done. Dead ball there. But I think in terms for the southern hitters, they will have to keep the momentum going. They have got a very good start, going at close to 12 runs and over. So they have to keep that going. Harinderjit Singh and the non-striker Madhavan.
Wild delivery there. Wild swing. I was speaking about swing, and there you go. too much of swing there. One Amirul, Amirul Shami is still not getting his length right at the moment.
Hit down the ground. Just a single. Good bowling by Amirul Shami. I think that's the better length to Harinder Sekon. Pitch it up to the new batsman. And, let him do the mistake. Pretty good overs so far for the Central Smashers.
Central Smashers have to pull back the game right now to not get Southern Hitters a big score, big total.
Hit to square leg.
Looking for
And
two, and it's easy run there, easy two. Another unpleasant delivery by Amirul Shami.
well, definitely, if you look at his field set, it's more of offside field.
Yes.
But that one was straying down the leg side and easy picking for the batsman. I think he should consider himself lucky to not have got hit for a boundary on that delivery.
So well said, Pawan. Ooh, shorter delivery. It's straight to the bowler. And look for one there. That's the end of the one delivery left. One more delivery left there.
Pretty good over so far by Amirul Shami, giving away only 5 runs. I think this is what that is required by the bowlers of Central Smashers now. Pull things back. The wild
Swing by Harinder.
making
for a
no
big-
making no connection. End of the over. Giving away only 5 runs. A pretty good over looking at the context of the game so far. The Southern Hitters are 99 for 1 after 9 overs. Going at 11 runs per over. I think with the start they have got, they should look to get to the target of 200. What do you think, Devendran?
Very well said, Pawan. Looking at, they had very good start. You just have to maintain the start and just keep on rotating the strike. When you know that Sethu Madhavan there is having a very good time there with 22 runs, 16 deliveries. He can hit big as well. Let him do the big hits and Harinder rotate the strike by ones and twos. Eventually the runs will go up.
Yes, I think it's spot on. And Pitri Sham coming around to Harinderjit Singh. Hit to deep mid wicket and gets a boundary.
That's a boundary. That's a brilliant shot by Harinder. You don't often get to see Harinder play this kind of shot, but when he plays, it's very nice.
Yep, that was a very good shot. I think Pitri Sham was slightly fuller in length. And Harinder Singh not missing out on the opportunity to get 4 runs.
They have to maintain the run rate at the moment. 12 over, Pawan?
Yep, 11 to 12 runs. I think will get them to the target of 200. Low full toss, hit down the ground for a single.
Chances of catch, and nope. Just a single. Better delivery by Fitri Sham.
It's a good comeback. Good bowling by Fitri Sham. Not giving any room to the batsman. Given away 7 runs so far in this over.
Another better delivery. Just one there.
And that's end of the 10th over. The Southern hitters are 106 for 1 at the halfway mark. And with that, we have a change in the com box. Devendran Morgan is taking a short break. And now we have the one and only Shafiq Sharif joining me in the com box. Welcome, Shafiq.
Hi Pawan. How are you?
I'm good, mate. Thanks.
It's good to be back in the com box.
Good to have you here.
Thanks, buddy.
Amirul Shami to continue from the far end. Well bowled there. Wild slog again from Harinder, not making any connection.
So I think Amirul has got his line and length since the last over that he's been struggling to find his line and length. And this first ball has shown that he's back on track.
Well, yes, it's a good comeback, I think, from the young fast bowler from Bukit Jalil. Learned quite quickly. Again, a good ball. Short of length. Harinder hitting it to mid-wicket for 1 run.
I think Amirul Shami will be a good prospect for the Malaysian future. Being a very good fast bowler, gained a lot of experience playing for the under-16 and under-19 national team.
Well, definitely, and I think, with the Bukit Jalil Sports School, they train almost every day. And they're in the capable hands of Ahmad Faiz, the coach. So definitely, it looks like a bright future for Malaysian cricket. Hit to deep cover for 1 run. Good thinking from Aminul Shami, taking pace of the delivery.
The current run rate has dropped a bit from the first 10 overs. But I guess this is part of the Southern Hitters captain's plan, where I think, given that they're already doing so well now, I think they need to take about 4 overs to relax. I mean, like to take 6 runs, 7 runs over, so that they can smash in the last 7 overs. What do you think, Pawan?
Well, definitely, I think, with wickets in hand, they can do anything in the last 5 overs. So, yeah, I agree with you. I think that would be the plan to, keep the rate going actually for the next 3 to 4 overs and then accelerate in the last 5 overs.
Yep. Playing a captain innings just now, Said Aziz scoring blistering 69 and 36 balls with 13 fours and 1 sixes.
Well, definitely, he batted beautifully, Said Aziz.
Nudged down to short fine leg for a single. I think Nitesh have been doing quite well, 24 runs in 18 balls. And Harinder is on 10 runs of 12 balls. What do you think Harinder's role? Because he was promoted to number 3 today instead of usual number 5, 6. What do you think Tariq's plan or Syed Aziz's plan?
Well, I think Harinder was being prepared just in case they lose an early wicket. But that was not the case. And I think now his role is pretty clear. Looking at the way he's playing, he's just looking to get the boundaries, play the attacking role. And he's done pretty well so far. Played a couple of I mean, he tried to hit a couple of boundaries and only hit one at the moment. But I think that would be his role for now. Looking at the way he's playing, he's just going to attack the bowlers. Fitrisham back into the attack for his third over.
Southern hitters 111 for 1 and 11 overs. All number 1. Driven down to sweep a deep cover for a single. Good to see that Fitrisham is bowling according to his feel. It's going to be interesting to see that how Harinder going to play Fitrisham.
Good delivery, hit to long off. Oh, good running there by the batsman. Didn't look like a 2 there, but the push hard. A bit of a fumble from the fielder. And easy 2 for the batsman.
You should know that Harinder is very good. Very fast runner between the wickets.
Well, yes, Harinder is a very fast runner, but sometimes a bit too fast. His partner is not even halfway there yet, and he's almost completed 2 runs. So it's good that he's fast, but I think he needs to keep pace with his partner as well. Not everyone can run as fast as Harinder Sekon.
Okay, I agree. Ooh. That was a good shot right down the middle, but he managed to nudge it down towards fine leg for a boundary.
Yep, a very risky shot, I would say. Had he missed that, he was gone.
That's for sure. Much needed boundary.
Well, definitely.
First boundary after 2 overs.
That looked very, very close. I think Fitrisham is a bit unlucky there not to pick up a wicket. You can see from the reaction there, I think Nitish has survived a very close LBW call. Good bowling by Fitrisham, not giving any room, and a single to end the over.
121 for 1 in 12 overs. They are keeping at about 10 runs per over. If they can do this with wickets in hand, I think they should easily score about 220, 210, because 200 with the current run rate that they're going, it's not so difficult. But with the last 5 overs where they can really hit, I think, and the amount of batsmen left that Southern Hitters have, I think they can easily score 220 to break that 200 barrier in this MC T20 Super Series.
Well, definitely, I think they are looking set to get to the target of 200, but I think in terms for the central smashes, the only way they can contain the Southern Hitters is by picking up wickets. So I think it will be very important for the bowlers to get a couple of quick wickets to at least bring the score down. I think the central smashers would be happy to chase anything between 180 to 190. So looking at the start that they got, the Southern Hitters got, they were looking close to getting about 230.
I agree. New bowler is Lokman Nur Hakim, coming back for his second over after giving 18 runs in his first over. That's a big shot. Is it safe? And yes, it is. a slog sweep by Harinder Sekon, and he has gone for 6. So we're going to have a change in commentators where Pavandip will be going off. Thank you, Pavan. I would like to welcome Madhuli Kulkarni. She is a psychologist for the MCA, for the national team. She has been working with us for the past 2 years. How are you, ma'am?
Good, thank you. Thank you for having me here. Uh, it's my first time in the commentary box, and yeah, it feels good to be here. So thank you very much. How are you?
I'm good. It will be a very, very, very good experience for you, ma'am. So
Sure.
thank you for spending some time in the com box. I would like to ask you, as you can see, Said Aziz have been performing consistently for his team as a captain, being the main batsman, informed player. What do you think the kind of mind setup that he has implemented, or the kind of mental that you have instilled in him to make him being very successful?
Okay, it's very interesting. We had a discussion with Tariq Said Aziz, and I asked him, like, he's been consistently performing well in the series, and we were trying to understand what is working for him, what is he doing.
All right.
And the question was, what do you do, or what is going on in your mind? And the answer to that is very interesting. The answer to that is, he said, what is going on in my mind is nothing.
Okay.
So, and that is true. When you are playing, if you keep thinking, you will not be able to play. So the reason, or the what needs to go in your mind is, you need to just have focus on what you have to do, and just keep doing that. But we feel that to be mentally strong, or to do something, you need to be strong and mentally tough. You need to keep thinking. You need to think a lot and all. Thinking has to be done outside the field.
Okay.
But when you are playing, you go with a clear thought of, just see the ball, judge the ball, and play the ball. So playing ball according to the merit is what we say, right? So yeah, so good that he's not thinking anything and he's just playing.
Okay, that's very, very, very interesting. So coming back to the game, Southern hit us 131 for 1 after 13 overs. They still managed to keep their run rate of 10 runs per over. So you are saying, what you are saying, ma'am, is that if you think too much during the game, so you might not be successful, or you might not perform. So how about there are plans and strategies that the team has implemented before the game? So the international players, or players in a very high level, they might always need to think about those strategies, and they need to follow those strategies. So what do you think about that?
Right. As you rightly said, if you have to perform, you need to have a plan. So that plan is decided outside the field, right? Before you go into play, you decide on a plan. What is your plan for the match?
I agree.
And when you go in, you go with the focus of implementing that plan, right?
Okay.
So what is going on in your mind is the things that you have to do over. So yeah, so the things that you have to do, you are not thinking about what will go wrong, or if you're performing good, you won't think about what will go wrong. What if this doesn't happen? What this if doesn't work? When you're doing that, then your plan is to fail,
Okay.
right? That will fail. So if you go with believing that your plan will work, and you focus on that, you play better. Because the more thoughts you have in your mind, the slower your body becomes.
I see.
So yeah, and when things don't work, let's say you go with a plan and something, things go beyond your control sometimes and it doesn't work. When your mind is clear, you can pick up the signals
Okay.
from the ground, and then you quickly try to understand why is it not working, and think about what needs to be done in order to work that plan.
That's very
So
interesting.
yeah.
By the way, what happened just now was Wafiq Irfan came back into the attack. For the very first ball, he bowled a beamer well directed to Nitesh. I know it was not intentional, but somehow Nitesh managed to hit it back into the fine leg. So he went for four. So a beamer, no ball, and a boundary. So the next ball will be a free hit.
And I
So
guess they
you
are
were saying,
searching for the ball, right?
yeah, they're searching
Yeah.
it's in the drain.
Yeah.
So you were saying, ma'am, you may continue, please. It's very interesting because many of us think that many of the other players also think that okay, we need to think a lot about the game so that we can perform better. Or what does Virat Kohli? So the big thing now is Virat Kohli, Steven Smith, Kane Williamson, Joe Root, Babar Azam, the next five big things who will rule the cricket world after this. So they might be interested on what they are really thinking, that they can really perform like nobody's business for their countries with that big responsibilities upon their shoulders. So it's good for you to share this, ma'am, because you have had a lot of experience not only with the national team but with where back in India where you've been managing and you've been helping a lot of state teams, and I hope you can help India team in the next time as well. So you may continue, ma'am.
Yeah. It's interesting because the question that you asked, it goes to, the psychology of players
Yeah.
and the mental or the psychology of players in which they come to a psychologist.
Okay.
Interestingly, what happens is most of the times when a player comes to psychologist, it's during the tournament that he comes.
Yes.
So, when things are not working and then that time you come to the psychologist and you ask, things are not working for me, please tell me what should I do.
Okay.
So a psychologist doesn't have, it's not kind of I give you a pill and you get, medicine, you feel good and
Alright.
you are like on track. Like you practice your techniques
Okay.
and you practice your physical skills, you also need to practice your mental skills. So the question that you ask, what are they thinking inside? Most of the times we also say that, they are thinking play, but the thinking is done outside.
Okay.
They are prepared. They think about it. If I ask you like simple thing, would you change your technique when you are playing a tournament?
No.
Right. So
Nitesh just got bowled by Wafiq Irfan, a very good ball. After that, Bima just now came back. Wafiq Irfan, being the strike bowler for Central Smashes, has done the job like what the captain Ahmad Faiz intended by bringing Muhammad Wafiq Irfan in. So Nitesh out bowl for 38 runs in 26 balls. So next batsman coming in is Ainul Hafiz Mat Yatim, another informed batsman for the Southern Hitters, the two key players who have been performing consistently for Southern Hitters are Ainul Hafiz and the captain himself, Syed Aziz Syed Mubarak. All right, ma'am. So you were saying, please continue.
yeah. So I was saying that like a player would not think of changing his technique during a tournament or during a match. Also, when you work on your fitness, you don't just begin it just before a start of a tournament. Mental training is similar to that. You need to practice that off the court, off the field, so that
Okay.
when you go on the field, you know what you have to do.
All right.
So so they train themselves to in a way that They know when they are in the field, what are the things they need to focus on, what is that they have to think. We say that there are things which are within your control and things that are not in your control. Like we have seen that here they are scoring runs, it's like pouring runs.
Okay.
So what is it that central smashers, they should be thinking about? So if they think about the batsmen hitting runs or scoring runs,
Okay.
they will not understand, or they cannot focus on what they have to do at this moment.
All right.
So instead of focusing on the batsmen or how they are scoring runs, if we can focus on what is within my control, like bowlers can get their line and length right, if they can just, stop giving wides and no balls, if the fielders can take catches whenever they get opportunity, you can change the game. So this is what is done before the match, right? Because when you are playing, in that moment, it's very difficult to be aware of your thoughts,
Yep.
to understand where it is going wrong,
Okay.
and to change it. So all these things you need to practice also, and then then when you are in, okay, I'm focusing on the batsman, which I don't have to do. I
Okay.
need to focus on the bowling that I'm doing. I need to focus on my line and length that is important, right? So yeah, so practice is what makes the difference.
Correct. Because I agree. Even to myself, sometimes that's a good ball. Just bowl a bit outside the line. Ainul Hafiz tried to guide it down towards third man, instead edging it towards the keeper. That was a very well planned, and I think I would be happy for Central Smashers because they managed to get Ainul Hafiz out cheaply. Because, like I said just now, Ainul Hafiz have been a very good performer for the Southern Hitters. Incoming batsman is Imam Jafar, able to give quick runs for the Southern Hitters, and he's been doing so for a lot number of times for Southern Hitters. So what I was saying just now, ma'am, even I myself, I have a lot of this experience where sometimes I overthink, thinking too much about the results instead of being in the present moment, thinking about what I should do now or what should I do at the current ball. Instead, I've been thinking 20 overs in front, where I might lose, or if I do this, we might win. So that's why I think thinking too much in front, being based on what you said, does not give you a lot of success.
Right.
So if you see the last 20 years, mental training or psychology being talked about very frequently in any sports, not only cricket itself. So I think I've read Steve Waugh book, a very good book. If
Yeah.
I'm not mistaken, what he said was cricket is 30% skills and 70% mental.
Mental.
Even my coach shared this with me when I was back in UCAM. He said that one of his idol is Steve Waugh. And I said, why? Of course, we know that he won World Cup and he one of the most successful captain for Australia. But he said it's not about that. He said that in test, Steve Waugh can play only two shots, which is back foot and flick. But he scored 10,000 runs. If you see in Ashes and so on, he's been bowled, bouncers got hit into his ribs a lot number of times. But his mental is so strong
Right.
that he managed to perform so many times for Australia, being the key man for Australia. So can you share with us mental or psychology have been in cricket, I mean, like, been well practiced with the test team, international teams, over the past how many years, since they make it as an importance for a psychologist or for the players to learn psychology, mental training, since when?
since when should you start mental training, right? You are asking.
No, I mean in cricket world,
Yeah.
back then, I think 30 years ago, nobody talk about mental
Mental
training.
training.
Correct?
Right,
Nobody.
right. Yeah,
Alright?
even actually when, about 16 years back when I started my practice,
Okay.
that time also not many were aware of this field of sports psychology. So, and mental training.
So are you
So,
saying they do not believe in mental training, or
there was no awareness, I would say,
okay?
because, unfortunately, for a longer time, it's like psychology has always been related to, clinical psychology, which is abnormality. So, in India, it was like when I went to my first team
Okay.
for psychology session. Wow, that was a yeah. So when I went for a psychology session, the first thing that I was asked was, why do we need psychology?
Okay.
We are normal.
All right.
We are normal. Why do we need psychology?
Okay.
And so that was the thing. Like, there was no awareness. Nobody that very few people, they were aware that every sport has three components. It's like your physical fitness.
Okay.
That's one. Technical, which is your game specific. So
Okay.
like cricket, you have batting skills, you have bowling skill, fielding. So those are the techniques.
All right.
And the third one is mental,
Okay.
which is your psychology, or your focusing on things, confidence, handling pressure. So so mental part was not much paid attention to.
Okay.
And so then now, as I would say that it's a lot of credit goes to players,
Okay.
and the association who
Alright.
who is bringing this topic. Because of that and coaches support, they have started acknowledging the fact that players do face pressure. It becomes sometimes very difficult to handle that pressure. So what are the techniques that they can learn to manage those pressures and stay focused in the game and do what they want to do? So with that, there was a change in perception about psychology. And even at international levels, like we have seen, like last year, a lot of players, they came up saying that they need a psychologist. They are going through a lot of stress, they are going through a lot of pressure. So so that contributes a lot. So yeah.
All right, ma'am. Thank you very much. There's a change of ball. Imam Jaffer really coming in and showing his intent, facing 4 balls and scoring 13 runs, hitting 2 6s.
I'll go back to the thing that you said, right? What Steve was said.
All right.
30% is physical, technical, and 70% is mental.
Yeah.
Uh, there's no substitute for technique and physical fitness, for sure.
Okay.
Like, it's not like if you're mentally strong, you can play consistently well. You need a strong foundation of physical fitness and technical skills. What happens is, during matches, it's more about mental.
Okay.
I'll share a example. Like, when you practice in nets, or when you are practicing, you don't have a scoreboard there.
Okay.
So when there's no result focus. There's nothing like, even if you get out, that you're going to get second chance, right? You're going to play the number of balls that you are asked to play. Whether you get out, you hit a 6, or you do anything. So there's no result focus when you're playing in nets. But when you come in a match, results become important.
That's for sure. That's where pressure kicks in.
Right. And then your mind get confused with, like, now what do I do?
Yeah, that's
I've
for
been
sure.
focusing on my technique during my practice session. I'm focusing on getting things right. And here something else has got the importance. So now what should I do? So execution, I would say, is a lot mental. Just keeping your mind focused on what you have to do. So the process, that is what we call, focusing on the process, getting things right. So when you do that, result will follow. I mean, it's easy to say, but it needs practice to follow.
That's for sure. Coming back into the attack, Nazrul Rahman. and his first 2 overs he gave 25 runs. Southern hitters 156 for 3 in 15.1 overs. They are currently at 10.3 run rate, which I think they still manage to keep their run rate over the last 6-7 overs since their captain Said Aziz departed. So, ma'am, that is very, very true. Because when there's no pressure, everybody play like Superman. Everybody can perform. But when there's responsibilities, for example, like when you play for your state, when you play for your country, the pressure is different. I agree with that. So, ma'am, since you have been sharing a lot about psychology, many who are with us now live must be wondering. Not many people, not many teams can afford a psychologist. Correct. Are they any way that they can train for themselves, or is there a way that they can follow online for free or with a limited or minimum pay where they can learn all this importance of mental training?
Right. Internet is a blessing.
Okay.
These days you find everything on the net. So it's like, if any player who's listening is interested, you can just Google sports psychology and you will find a lot of information, lot of lecture series, everything on the net in different languages also.
Okay.
So which you can follow. There are different books available on sports psychology,
Okay.
which you can read. And I would say that one thing which everybody can do is listen to your thoughts
the senior player, the last over of the innings, and Nazrul Rahman, who has been slightly expensive, going for 12 runs and over so far, coming in for his last over, senior player for today. The last over, Imam on strike, and Nazrul Rahman, who has been slightly expensive, going for 12 runs and over so far. That's a full toss, coming in for his last over. Not able to get that off the middle, but today. Still races Imam away to the boundary.
In between the square leg and the fine leg, there's a very much welcome boundary.
That's a full toss.
Because at 18
not able
overs,
to get that off the middle, but
so they fell down.
Still races away to the boundary.
They are currently at 9. In between the square leg and the fine leg, there's a very much welcome boundary for them, because at 18 overs there are 173 for 4, so they fell down into their run rate quite a bit. They are currently at 9.
Over of the innings, and Nazrul Rahman.
They fell down into their run rate quite a bit. They are currently at 9. You know, since you talk about Fitri Sham just now, just came back from honeymoon, just got married. I also just came back from work. I was out station for about 6 days. Can't help it. So I miss playing as well.
Oh, that's in the air.
Chance there.
And that's caught by Amirul Shami at long off. So that's a first wicket for Nazrul Rahman for today. And I think they, it's a very crucial wicket at this stage. But having said that, Imam is still there for the southern hitters. So I think a lot lies on his shoulder to give them a very strong finish here. Yeah, Shafi, coming back to what you have said, of course, staying away from the game is very difficult. And it's good that you're missing the game. And we have missed you in action as well.
Yeah, thank you, Viren. Very jealous to see that you guys can play cricket all the time, because in Malaysia we only have 2 seasons, hot season and rainy season. That's all. We don't have 4 seasons like some of the other country in parts of the world. So we can always play cricket all year round. Sham just now so just came back from cricket even for 6 days. Just got married. I also 2 weeks just came back from work. Really make a big difference, you know.
That's right, Shafiq. We are blessed in a way. Malaysia is a beautiful country.
So I miss playing
With
as
that,
well.
The new batsman is Anwar Rahman. Oh, that's in the air. The batsman cross, so Imam will be facing. And that's caught. It goes for another big slog over mid-wicket. Big slog over the inner part of the bat and goes the inner part of the bat for 2 runs. Goes to deep I think Imam has to face. I think Imam has to face from here on as many balls as possible from here on, because I think a very strong finish for the southern hitters. For the southern hitters.
Sham just now just came back from honeymoon for 6 days. Just got married. I also 2 weeks just came back from work. Where really make a big difference, you know. At 107.
That's right, Shafiq. We are blessed in a way.
Thinking whether they can cross.
Malaysia is a beautiful country.
So I miss playing
With
as
that,
well.
the new batsman is Anwar Rahman. Oh, that's in the air. The batsman cross, so Imam will be facing. And that's caught. It goes for another big slog over mid-wicket. Big slog over the inner part of the bat and goes the inner part of the bat for
hitters below 200.
Of course, with the way their southern hitters started, they had a beautiful start up to until I think 14th to 15th over. They were doing really well, going at 10 runs and over. But now I think every run is crucial in the T20 format, and Central have pulled things back slightly. But still, I feel that It's a very important last few balls that the central have got a bowl. Anwar Rahman plays it to short mid-on. I mean, the fielder was down at the line and had a lot of ground to cover, so they managed to get 2 runs there. With that, that's the end of the 18th over. After 19 overs, the Southern Hitters are 183 for 5. It's a very important last over coming up, and that will be bowled by Malaysia's fastest bowler, Wafiq Irfan, who has picked up 2 wickets already.
You know, Viren, since we have been playing this tournament as well, you are part of the tournament as well. We know that whoever score 190, they've win the game.
Yeah, Shafi, I think it's a bit difficult to chase, but having said that, we have seen the Western Warriors, the Southern Hitters chase close to 170 in only 18 overs against the Western Warriors. So I think anything is possible in this format of the game, and keeping in mind that the Central Smashers have got a very, very strong batting lineup with the likes of Anwaruddin and national captain Ahmad Faiz. So a lot will lie on their shoulders, and I feel that a very exciting chase is coming up. But that's a beautiful cut shot by Imam, and that's gone for a 6.
What a shot. Just uppercut it of a point.
Imam is hitting the ball really well. After the last match, he got man of the match, and now I think he's got a lot of confidence in himself. He's really backing himself to hit that 200 mark for his team.
And it's a good start for them in the first ball of the last over. Getting a 6 of Wafiq Irfan. They're currently at 189 for 5.
It's always good to start off with a boundary.
I think Wafiq gonna come with a slow ball after this. No, he don't. Instead, he just fired down straight.
He's got his own plans. Looks like it, but as long as it works. I think a much better line there from Wafiq, keeping it into the stumps. The previous ball that was hit for a 6 was wide outside of stump and a slightly short that gave Imam the room.
Given the pace that Wafiq had, it was an easy uppercut towards point.
Wafiq Irfan to Imam. And he goes for the cheeky pedal, but not able to make contact. And that's another dot ball. That's a dot ball, for the Central Smashers.
I think they've made a good decision over there not to run or not to change strike, because they know that Imam can give the highest number of runs if he faced instead of Anwar Rahman, who just came in. I'm not saying that Anwar Rahman cannot hit. I'm just saying that Anwar Rahman just came into the crease. So Imam has had quite number of overs in this match. So
Imam is batting at 40 from only 22 deliveries. He has hit 3 sixes so far, so I think he should be facing majority of this over. Oh, that's a beautiful yorker there by Wafiq. And that's another dot ball for the Central Smashers. Beautiful bowling there by Wafiq, showing all his experience that he has got playing for the national team. He is the leading wicket taker for us.
Small incident there between Wafiq and Anwar Rahman, just to have some fun. If everybody knows that Wafiq and Anwar is at the same age, they've been to the same secondary school, so they are very good friends. But in the game, they're enemies.
And Imam hits it too long off, and they pick up 2 runs there. Very good running between the wicket. I think Anwar Rahman did a good job there because he had to come back to the danger end.
Anwar Rahman now need only to do very good in one job, which is running back. to get 2 runs for his team so that Imam can face all the remaining balls. So last ball of the innings.
Last ball of the innings coming up. The Southern hitters are 193 for 5. A 6 here would get them to 199, setting a target of 200. So Shafiq, what's your prediction?
I think it's a double. 2 runs.
All right, let's see. Oh, oh, I think that's a wicket. A beautiful delivery there. I think it was similar to the first ball that Wafiq bowled in this over, but I think Imam just not able to make contact. Nevertheless, a very good innings for the Southern hitters, reaching 193, setting a target of 194 for the Central Smashers. For the Southern, in terms of batting, Syed Aziz chipped in with 69 of 36 balls, hitting 13 boundaries and 1 6. At one stage, when the Southern hitters were at 54, Syed Aziz was on 51. So that's the impact of Aziz as a player. And Nitesh hitting 38 of 27 deliveries with 3 boundaries and 2 sixes. Harinder run the ball 28 with 1 boundary and a 6. Ainul Hafiz with only 2. Imam Jaffer 42 of 25, hitting 2 boundaries and 3 sixes, getting out on the last ball of the innings. And with the bowling, Shafiq, if you want to share the bowling scorecard with us.
Yeah, bowling scorecard, it's Nazrul Rahman at 4 overs 46 for 1. Very expensive. Wafiq Irfan 4 overs 39 for 3. 39 is also expensive, but he took 3 wickets in return. Hamirul Shami 4 overs 31. Lokman Hakim 3 overs 43. Fitri Sham 4 overs 29 for 2 wickets. I think Fitri Sham in the first 2 overs he was hit quite bad, but he came back in the next 2 overs to take the key wicket of Syed Aziz, where he came back well. And Ahmad Faiz, the captain, 1 over for 4 runs. I was wondering, since he have been bowling so well, why didn't he bowl more?
Yeah, thanks Shafiq. And in terms of partnership, the first wicket partnership was 93 runs for the Southern hitters. So I think the key for Central Smashers to chase this down will be a very, very good start. So with that, it's a beautiful sunny day in Kinala Oval, a very, very flat wicket out there. So it'll be very interesting to see the chase coming up. Stay tuned, we'll be back with live action. Thank you.
Thank you.
counting days to get away, to see you again, see you again. Been fighting ways to get away, to see you again.
good afternoon to all our viewers. Welcome back. We're back with live action here. The Central Smashers are going to be chasing 194 runs. Very big and exciting chase ahead for us, for all our viewers to watch and enjoy. For the Central, we have got Mohammad Anwaruddin, the Chris Gale of Malaysia, opening the batting with Alam Muhammad Saif. For bowling, we have got Said Aziz, the captain, who contributed 69 runs in the first innings, opening the bowling with the new ball. So, Didi, what do you think? What do you think is important? What do you think is key for the Central Smashers?
Right. Okay. As my opinion, I feel like early wicket, big wickets in the power play is most important, especially when that you have Anwaruddin on strike, which is a key wicket. He always gives a very good start, like what Syed Aziz did earlier. So this early wicket will have a game change.
Yeah, that's right, Didi. I think we have seen what Anwar can do over the years. He's been a successful batsman for the Malaysian team, opening the batting, smashing bowlers all around the park. So with that, Syed Aziz with the new ball. Gentle outswing there from Syed Aziz bowling over the wicket to Anwaruddin. Anwar just have the
good delivery there. Just getting a shot of the land, slight movement away from him. Oh my God! That is some kind of delivery happened there.
slipped out of his hand. Not too sure what happened there, but given as a dead ball by the umpire.
That was something, unexpected delivery from Syed Aziz.
Yeah, I guess the new ball, slightly greasy, just slipped out of his hand, I guess. So here we go again. Syed Aziz to Anwaruddin. Oh, that's a beautiful shot. Oh no, it's gone
Chance
up
of
in the air.
catch.
Oh, that's dropped. Not the first drop catch we've seen today. I think from when Anwar hit that, I actually thought that he was gone for a 6, but he got more height than distance.
We are experiencing a number of drop catches today's match. Is that something to do with the vision of their eyes, or the clouds are not so good?
I guess it's just an off day for the fielders. I think it's a big let off there. Anwaruddin getting a second chance. Hope he makes full use of this opportunity given to him by the Southern hitters. And Saif just hits it to square leg for a single. I think I just hope this doesn't come back and harm the chances of the Southern hitters winning this game, because we know what Anwaruddin can do. He can destroy oppositions.
There's a chance there and they missed that. Looks like it's like what happened in the first innings. That's the thing that's happening now.
I mean, we did see Syed Aziz get dropped twice in his innings of 69. So, we've seen Anwaruddin getting a chance here as well. So I hope that he can contribute, a big score. It'll be very entertaining to watch him, if he gets going with his big shots, with the variety of shots that he has. It'll be very interesting to see how he goes.
Very well said, Viren. Ooh, that's a very good delivery there by Syed Aziz. Ball moving in. Good length, good line.
Slightly outside off stump, just the batsman not able to make contact with the ball. I'm a bit surprised to see the slip going out there. I'm not too sure why he has moved the slip out. I think picking up early wickets is very crucial for the southern hitters. Oh, that's a beautiful shot.
Beautiful shot, and that's a 6.
He slices it over the covers for a beautiful 6.
Just made use of the pace, just timed it, and it's 6.
That's a very good end to the over by the for the central smashes. So after the end of the first over, the central smashes are 9 for no loss. And sharing the new ball with Syed Aziz will be
Vijay
Uni. Very young cricketer, got a lot of potential. He can bowl in the power play. It's a very difficult art, bowling in the power play, being a spinner. But I think he has shown that he can bowl in the power play, and
He has the character, the fighting character, using
Yep.
the new ball, especially a spinner. We have seen Pawandeep very well with the new ball. Here comes another youngster.
that's right. Very interesting to see how he goes against the big man Anwaruddin. First ball, slightly fuller. Anwar just hits it to Anwar Rahman. So a dot ball, a very good start there for Vijay Uni. Good start to the over. I'm sure Anwar will be looking to put pressure on Vijay Uni from the start. Oh, I think slightly Yorkerish length there from Vijay, but giving it a little bit of air there. I see.
No, that delivery was much more slower compared to the first one.
Yeah, but that's how it looked like. I think just playing with the pace here. He doesn't want to be too predictable with his pace. With that, we've got a change of feel. The long on comes up to mid on, and the long off has gone down. And Anwar slogs it to deep mid wicket. Not able to make contact as well as he would have liked, and he gets a single. So that brings Saif back on strike. A very decent start there from Vijay Uni. His first 3 balls is going for 1 run. I think in the power play you can't ask for more.
It's very true that. Well said that, Viren. If you give a good start in the bowling department, pressure's on the batting side, because you need to get more runs during the power play, where only 2 fielders out of 30 yards. Chances at lofting the ball over the 30 yards to get more runs.
Yeah, the power play is always very crucial in the game, in the T20 format. I look like pitch outside leg. There's another slight change of feel. I think this is something we have seen Syed Aziz do throughout this tournament. Going to the short mid-wicket position. He doesn't want to give away the easy single there. He wants the batsman, to take a risk, probably go over his head or try something different. Very good captaincy there by Syed Aziz. And with that, at the end of the second over, a very, very good over from Vijay Uni. Only going for 2 runs in his over. I think this is gold. Just the start that Southern hitters would have wanted. And the Southern hitters have got a very good bowling attack, I would say. With Syed Aziz opening, they've got Vijay Uni, a spinner who can bowl with the new ball. Anwar Rahman, who is, if I'm not mistaken, the leading wicket taker of this tournament with 10 wickets in 5 matches. So he is doing really well. And I think the start will be really important for them.
Oh, chance of catch.
Oh, looked like a bum ball there actually, Didi. I think just hit it too well.
No, it's a good approach there by Anwar Rahman. He tried for that.
Yeah, very good stop. Saved a certain boundary there. I think every run matters in this format of the game. And I think Anwar has done really well to get a hand to that and stop a boundary. I think this is the challenge that I'm looking forward to. Syed Aziz bowling to Anwaruddin. Very interesting to see how Anwar would go. And Anwar has
Gone
hit
for
that.
a 6, and that's huge.
Oh, that's a huge 6. It's gone into the groundsman's shed. A beautiful shot there by Anwaruddin.
Anwaruddin.
Said Aziz just giving him too much room, and Anwar
was
just
much
frees
fuller,
his
right?
arm. Yep, it's slightly much more fuller than I think Said Aziz would have liked. And with that, we've got a change of feel. The long off goes down, and we've got the third man coming up into this circle. That's down leg by Said Aziz. That's called a wide by the umpire. I mean, I can understand what Said is trying to do. It's probably trying to cramp Anwaruddin for room here, because after the first ball that he got hit for a 6, I think just wants to bring it into the batsman and not allow Anwaruddin to free his arms. Just needs to get the execution right here. Oh, that's another wide delivery there by Said Aziz. I guess just not able to control his swing. Didi, you have been a fast bowler. I mean, you are a fast bowler yourself. How difficult is it to control this ball that we are using? Because it's not something we use all the time. So, how difficult it is, Didi?
Okay, by using this ball, I know I experienced not really comfortable at the beginning, because this ball is quite light. The ball it's a very good ball to bowl, and the swing. Whatever said and done, as a fast bowler, you must be capable to control swings. That's what fast bowlers are. And when you know that you can bowl swing, in swing, out swing. End of the day, line and areas of bowling matters.
Yeah, I understand. I guess it can be a little bit difficult bowling with the new ball, and with that, I think Anwaruddin has just hit another boundary. I think he did not really middle that. Got the inner half of the bat, but raced away to the boundary. That's the power of the big man. He swings really hard, and when he connects, the ball goes a long, long way.
Now, like you see, Said Aziz is coming from the over the wicket. I think this is a much better bowling option. Bowling,
Angle, you mean?
angle.
Yeah.
To a left-hander like Anwaruddin, which cramps him up.
That's right. I think only
When
time.
you come from around, it gives him much more room, makes him easier.
I think very good point there from you, Devendran. I think a good point. I think for a batsman like Anwar, we can't give him too much room. I think cramping him up for room is a much better option, and I think Said Aziz is much more comfortable bowling over the wicket to Anwaruddin. So I guess it's a good plan that they have got. I think now it's all about the execution. It's all about how they're going to execute their plans. And Anwar takes a quick single and brings back Saif back on strike. They've got a deep third man and deep square leg.
There's a well bowled, well delivery there. Slightly expensive in this over from Said Aziz. Nevertheless, they are still bowling very well.
Said Aziz goes for 14 this over, and after 2 overs, the central smashes are 25. Sorry, after 3 overs, my bad, they are 25 for no loss. A decent start there from these central smashes, but I'm sure they'll be looking to probably hit that 60-run mark in the power play, as it's very important to get a very good start. Chasing a big total after a power play with 5 fielders down, it would not really be easy for them. So I think a very good start is crucial here. And getting as much runs in the power play, they would like to be hitting probably the 60 or even 70 mark if Anwaruddin gets going. So it'll be interesting to see Anwaruddin's approach here. And that's a beautiful shot there by Anwaruddin, a massive 6 over long on. I think Vijay flights it, gave it a little bit of air, and Anwar just stands and plays a golf swing. A beautiful shot there by Anwar.
That was effortless shot by Anwaruddin.
Yep.
He's strong. He's standing still there. Ball is just right up there and just went.
Spot on, Didi. That's the power of the man. Very, very powerful batsman, Anwaruddin. We all know what he can do. And that's another beautiful shot there by Anwaruddin. Another massive 6. Another massive six by Anwaruddin. A very good start to the over. He's 12 of 2. 12 of 2 deliveries.
This is what central smashers need. They need to make use of this power play. Now thinking for sure Southern Eaters would have really regret dropping that catch early on.
That's right. There's another change of field. You've pushed down long on now, where the last two boundaries went. But to be honest with you, I don't even think that the field change is going to make a difference, because the sixes that Anwar has hit has probably reached the pavilion. So the field doesn't really matter to him. Anwar just, he backs his ability, and he knows his power. He knows the amount of strength that he has got, and he's just backing himself. So that's a good comeback by Vijay Unni. A dot ball there, and beautiful catch there by Syed Aziz. A very important catch taken by Syed Aziz, the captain leading from the front. Anwaruddin departs after a quick fire innings of 26 of 13 deliveries. That's a big blow to the central smashers.
That was a very good catch. Sharp and flat. Aziz was on toes. Very good. It's another breakthrough there.
Not something the central smashers would have liked, but Anwaruddin has to go. The new batsman coming in is Amazudi, one of my favorite upcoming talent. He has shown in the under-19 level that he is really capable of hitting the long ball. But he normally comes in, in the middle order or slightly lower down the order. But this is the first time that I am seeing him come up the order. I am guessing that Faisnur, the captain, is probably sending him up to hit as many boundaries as possible in the power play, to make use of the power play. And he is a very attacking batsman, so it'll be interesting to see his approach to this game now.
It's actually interesting to see if he's changing the batting order, batting lineup, I guess. He's one of the main players coming up to make use of power play. It's a good opportunity for Amazudi to show his talent.
And that is what he was sent up for. Beautiful shot over mid-off.
Good start there.
Not afraid to take the aerial route, Amazudi. Very brave shot there by Amazudi. Not easy, coming in, hitting your first ball over the top. That requires a lot of confidence.
Wide delivery there from Vijay. I think he's trying to bowl to his stumps area and then just not getting his length right.
Yeah, but I think he's trying to cramp him from room here. Looks like that. Vijay has already gone for 17 in this over, but of course he's picked up the crucial wicket of the big man Anwaruddin. And that's another beautiful shot down the ground for another boundary. Amazudi is off to a flying start here.
Amar is doing his job well. Captain has gave him the opportunity. He's not misusing it.
Yeah, the captain has given him the license to free his arms, to go out there and take charge. A very expensive over there by by Vijay Unni. Vijay, after a very, very good over, the first over goes for 21 runs of his second over. So after 4 overs, the central smashers are 46 for 1. They've lost the wicket of their trump card, I would say, Anwaruddin. But the runs are still flowing in this power play. With that, we've got a change in bowling. new bowler Saleh Shadman. This is the first time we are seeing him in action in this Super Series. And we're not really sure what he does, but by the looks of it, he's a medium pacer. Chance for a run out. Oh, Sairaj just misses stumps.
Good ball there, good delivery, straight to the stump.
We got a slightly awkward action. To be honest with you, he's got a slightly awkward action. Not easy to pick this sort of bowlers.
Just have to hang in there for a few moments.
Yeah, probably after having a look, after 2 or 3 deliveries, they should be fine. And Amazuri is back on strike. He's hit 2 boundaries of his first 2 balls that he has faced.
Going for another one.
That's a beautiful shot over long off for a 6. Amazuri off to a flyer here. He's hit 2 boundaries and a 6 now in his 3rd delivery.
And that's his strength. Anything over pitch, he's going to give you outside of the boundary line. And that's what he does.
Amma is on 14 of 3 deliveries, off to a very, very good start here. I'm really keen to see Amma go longer today and hopefully see a match-winning innings from here. And that's another beautiful shot over covers. Smash over covers. Superb batting there by Amazuri, making full use of the power play, putting the new bowler under pressure right away. Amma moves to 18 of 4 deliveries.
Brilliant batting there, really making use of the power play. And his strength as well. Hitting the ball really hard. Going down the crease.
Exciting talent, this young man, isn't he, Didi?
Yep, really, really awesome to see. He's really picking up very well since the T10.
Oh, what a comeback. What a comeback delivery there. Beautiful Yorker by the bowler. But still, Amma squirts it out and the non-striker responds and they get a quick single. I think this is something we have seen quite often from the Central Smashers. They've always got off to a very good start. Even the last match against the Western Warriors, I remember they got 60 or 70 in the power play. Yep. So they always get off to good starts, I've seen. And that's another Yorker, but just going down leg.
Yeah.
Still run to for another single.
It's a very good delivery there. Not giving much room to the batsman. Amma is on strike.
Saleh has gone for 13 runs already in this over. With another delivery coming up. Where is this going to go, Didi? What do you think?
Another boundary, I reckon.
Let's see. Oh God! He's got him. He's got him. Another Yorker. I think this is the 3rd Yorker that he has bowled in this over. And Amma not able to keep that out. Just sneaks under his bat. And unfortunately, Amma has to go. A very promising start from the youngster.
Just couldn't carry much longer. A very good bowling. Good length. Yorker. Not easy to play.
Yeah, very good comeback delivery there by Saleh Shadman. I'm really disappointed to see the back of Amazudi. I was expecting a big innings from the youngster today. Got off to a very promising start. He is a very exciting talent and he's got a very bright future for Malaysian cricket. Unfortunately, not able to convert his start today and he has to depart.
That next batsman come in is the skipper himself, Ahmad Faiz.
Yep, a lot falls on his shoulder now.
Much more responsibility for him. Faiz, he needs to get the total up.
Yep, we have seen Ahmad Faiz play match-winning innings for his team a lot of time. One of the most successful batsmen in the history of Malaysian cricket in terms of records. A very successful captain for Malaysia cricket as well. taken Malaysian cricket to different heights. And he has got a lot more to give to this game, a lot more to contribute to Malaysian cricket.
There's a change of bowling now. Anwar Rahman into the attack.
And Saif just hits it down to long on for a single.
Another key bowler, Anwar Rahman.
He's picked up 10 wickets already in this tournament so far. He's one of the leading wicket takers along with Wafiq Irfan right at the top. So I think picking up wickets here will be really crucial, especially the wicket of Ahmad Faiz, the captain of the Central Smashers. We all know what he can do. He likes to go longer and towards the end explodes and takes the game away from the opposition. But in my opinion, I think Saif plays a much important role here in the power play. He's got to really take the charge against the bowlers, hit as many boundaries as he can, and make things easier for Ahmad Faiz to anchor the innings and go slightly longer.
And a good delivery there.
Pull his length back slightly, and Saif not able to do much about that, just plays it to the point fielder.
For a sweep there. Just one.
A very good start for Anwar Rahman so far in his 4 deliveries, just given away 3 runs. Bowling the last over of the power play, there's always pressure, but I think he is doing really well at the moment. Another dot ball there from Anwar Rahman.
Good delivery by Anwar Rahman.
Good tight bowling here.
You know, an experienced bowler like this, he knows what to do at this type of bowling situation. When you know that's Faiz on the strike. The chance of run out there. Quick single taken.
I think he got lucky there. Very poor delivery. A full toss down leg side, but Ahmad Faiz is not able to capitalize. Picks up a single. With that, we've got the end of the power play. The Central Smashers 63 runs, losing 2 big wickets. So I think the game is still in the balance here. Even though they have lost the big wicket of Anwaruddin, now I think Ahmad Faiz has got a very big role to play here. And with that, Didi will be leaving us in the commentary box, and he'll be replaced by Pawandeep Singh. Thank you, Didi. So Pawandeep, welcome to the commentary box.
Thanks, mate. Thanks.
A poor delivery there by Saleh. A full toss down leg side. Harinder Singh does a good job picking that up off leg side, from the leg side. So Pawandeep, what do you think from the start that the Central Smashers have got? What do you think? Where do you think this game is heading?
Well, I think Central Smashers still got a lot of batting to come. So my money is on them. But it all depends, I think, on the man on strike now, Ahmad Faiz. The longer he plays, the better the chances are for Central Smashers to win this game.
Yeah, spot on, Pawan. I think Ahmad Faiz needs to really play a long innings here and make use of his partner. I think he's bowling quite a decent length here, I would say. Not really line, but I would say his length. He's been quite good with his Yorkers so far. I mean, he's not something that you would bowl in the middle overs, but I think he's just backing himself and going for the Yorkers, and there's nothing much you could really do about those deliveries.
Well, definitely I think the Southern hitters have a plan. So the bowler is executing it so far. And that is the issue, bowling that line, mate. Straying down the leg side, easy picking for Ahmad Faiz. 4 runs to the total.
Yeah, like I said, his length is not really an issue, but I think line is probably just straying down leg side a tad bit too much. But I think that, Sairaziz wouldn't really mind that. Or maybe if he's going to be bowling into the stumps, they could even bring the mid off up. The long off into the circle and push the fine leg back if he's going to be bowling into that into the pads of Ahmad Faiz. And that's another full toss. Hit to deep mid wicket and the fielder not able to stop that. Another boundary there for Ahmad Faiz. He's getting a move on here, Ahmad Faiz. Always nice to watch Ahmad Faiz getting some runs. Technically very, very strong, Ahmad Faiz, the captain.
Now we see another change in the field. Third man comes in and the mid wicket drops back. A lot of changes going on in the field. Not sure if the bowler has got the plan right here.
Oh, that's another beautiful yorker there. But I think that, there is a risk of bowling, trying to bowl into the block hole. At times you miss your length and, it goes to a full toss. But I think that, he is backing himself to execute his plan that they've got.
Harsh call there by the umpire.
Ahmad Faiz is using his feet, trying to put him off his length here. I think it's very good ploy there by Ahmad Faiz. Just change things up a little bit, not let the bowler settle down.
What do you think of the umpiring so far, Virendip, in this tournament?
Yep.
Where we haven't seen the more experienced umpires, so I think it's also a good experience for the upcoming umpires to be umpiring the Super Series.
Yeah, that's right. We've got the senior umpires there. We've not really seen them in action so far, but these guys are very experienced as well. Mr. Pubal and Mr. Madan, who have done a really good job in umpiring our state games, and even now they're getting opportunity in the Super Series. We would like to see more of these guys move into the ICC panel. We've already got one, Mr. Kalidas, who is in there. We'd like to see more umpires moving up. And I think this is a very good platform for them as well.
Well, definitely a good platform for the umpires. Not forgetting the players. We also have one women's player in each team, which is a very good move by the Malaysian Cricket Association. So it's good to see some young talent as well. And with that, we have a change in bowling. Anwar Rahman continues from the pavilion end. Central smashes are 74 for 2 after 7 overs.
Faiz just smashes that down the ground for a single. I think they wouldn't be looking to pick up a few boundaries. In my opinion, Saif has got a very strong leg side. He loves to play that slog sort of a shot that he has got, and even Ahmad Faiz has got a similar strength. Loves to go for the slog sweep over deep mid wicket. So I won't be surprised, if he brings that out now. Oh, Ahmad Faiz steps down the wicket. I think gets a little bit of bat on that, and it races away to the fine leg boundary. Not where he wanted to hit that, but boundary is a boundary. He would take that.
Very unfortunate for the bowler there. It was a good ball. I think he anticipated Faiz coming down the track, slowed it down, followed him, and blocked him for any sort of room. But Ahmad Faiz just getting a little bit of inside edge onto that, and that races to the fine leg boundary.
And that's the slog sweep that I was talking about. That's what I was talking about. Ahmad Faiz. He's probably got one of the best slog sweeps in Malaysia. Anwar Rahman tried to cramp him for room, but Faiz just smashed that over the mid-wicket boundary. A big 6 there.
Massive hit, that one. That landed right into the stands here at Kinara Oval. Thankfully, no spectators are allowed. that would have hit one of them.
Or probably the spectator would have caught that. Think positive, Pawan. Come on.
Well, looking at the game today, the players haven't taken many catches, so not sure if the spectator would have caught that.
Yeah, probably looking at the way the day has gone, maybe the spectator would have put that down as well. But having said that, don't forget Syed Aziz took a brilliant catch of Anwaruddin with the ball really hard. Had to move to his right and took a brilliant catch.
Now I think pressure on the bowler here. He's given away 10 runs in 2 balls. Let's see what he'll come back with. Anwar Rahman is a very experienced bowler.
Anwar's already gone for 12 in his first 4 deliveries here.
A much better delivery. Pulling the length back slightly outside off stump. I think that's the way to go to Ahmad Faiz. Can't give him much into the stumps. He's very strong with the slog sweep.
And that's another single, just pushes it down to long off. With that, that's the end of Anwar Rahman's second over. Slightly expensive, goes for 13 of this over. And the central smashes are 87 for 2 after 8 overs. They are on par with the run rate. In fact, doing even more than the required run rate, but they would need to carry on this momentum. I think the tricky part of a chase, a big chase, is that you can lose your way. You lose a few wickets here and there, and you are out of the game. So I think that is important. Once you are set, you go longer. And I think in this case, Ahmad Faiz, who is also quite off to a decent start, is on 23 of 14 deliveries with 3 boundaries and a 6 already. I think he holds the key here. I think he needs to go longer, but at the same time keep the scoring rate up.
With that, we have a change in bowling.
Suleiman Ali comes into the attack. His first ball to Ahmad Faiz.
Hit down the ground towards long off for a single.
I think Alam Mohammad Saib is on 13 of 14 deliveries. Maybe we'd like to see a few more shots from him, just to help Ahmad Faiz out a little bit. It needs to come from both sides. Runs need to keep flowing for the central smashes if they want to chase this down. And he tries much better intent there from Saif, Alam Muhammad Saib, and gets a single.
Well, yeah, I agree with you. I think Saif has only hit 1 boundary so far, which was in the first over of Syed Aziz. After that, it's all been singles. So definitely would love to see him play a couple of big shots. I think Ahmad Faiz is doing a really good job so far. He's hit a couple of boundaries. He's looked busy at the crease. And for the southern hitters, they'll be hoping to pick up a couple of wickets here.
Maybe Ahmad Faiz could have a chat with his partner and probably get him to, take the risk required at this stage. And, Ahmad Faiz could go longer, play the anchor role here. And a very good change of pace there from Suleiman Ali. A very smart bowler, Suleiman is. Change of pace, and Saif not able to do much about that.
We saw Saif move across, trying to make some room, but Suleiman very smartly slowing down the pace. Another slower delivery, hit towards fine leg, and that's a good piece of fielding there by Mas Alisa, the women's team player. Saved a certain boundary.
I think very good over so far from Suleiman. Only going for 4 runs so far. 1 more delivery coming up. I think a very important delivery. Ahmad Faiz should be looking for the boundary. And hit down the ground, but I think a good field set by Syed Aziz. The long off fielder is quite straight. He knows that Ahmad Fai likes to hit in the V. And with that, it's the end of a very, very good over from Suleiman Ali. He goes for 5 of his first over. A very good over in the context of the game. They've been going at above the required run rate, and Suleiman has just pulled things back slightly. We got a change in bowling as well. The part-timer Ainul Hafiz is into the attack. We have seen him bowl everywhere. He's bowling the power play. He's also taken the crucial wicket in the last match of Sharvin Muniandi, and now he's back again. Syed Aziz is showing a lot of faith in him. He doesn't really bowl, even in nets, even in practice, not really a main bowler, but when it comes to games, he loves the challenge. This will be a very interesting over. And Ahmad Faiz slogs that over deep mid wicket for a 6. A very good start for the central smashers here. A beautiful shot by Ahmad Faiz, picking up 6 runs off the first ball of the over.
Yep, I think Syed Aziz definitely took a gamble here. And it's not been a very good start, I would say.
And Faiz had hit that down the ground. And that's another boundary. One bounce, 4. So 10 of the first 2 deliveries already. Pressure on the bowler. And central smashers would be loving this.
Very good batting by Ahmad Faiz, not letting the part-time bowlers settle. He's put him off his mark in the first 2 deliveries. This is going to be a very exciting over. Oh, he's put that down.
He's put that down.
You don't get these chances often.
A change of angle here from Ainul Hafiz. He's trying to play with the mind of the batsman. And another beautiful shot there by Ahmad Faiz down the ground. Smashes that over the head of the skipper at long on. A big over so far by
16 runs coming off it.
Smashers.
This chase has been a very exciting one so far. The central smashers required close to 10 runs and over, and they have been going well so far. Very, very exciting batting by Ahmad Faiz.
Ahmad Faiz has moved on to 42 of 21 deliveries already, with 2 deliveries to come in this over. Sweeps that, but only picks up a single. I think he has done enough damage in this over. I think over to you, Saif.
Now, how expensive would this over prove to be? Only time can tell. At the moment, the central smashers look like they are very comfortable with this chase.
Saif hits that down to long on and picks up a single. So very expensive over there for the southern hitters. Going for 18 runs, Ainul Hafiz, the part-timer in his first over. And after 10 overs, the central smashers are at 110 for the loss of 2 wickets. They require another 83 runs in this chase. They only need to go at 8 runs and over from here. But of course, I'm sure that would not be their mindset. If they can finish the game in 17 or 18 overs, so be it. I think they need to, maintain this intent, maintain the approach that they are going at. And I think that the central smashers are back into the game. But again, like I've mentioned, a couple of wickets for the southern hitters could change, the whole context of this game. Suleiman Ali back for his second over. Bowled a very, very tight first over, giving away only 5 runs. And goes for a single down the ground for his first delivery of this over.
Well, definitely central smashers look like they're on track to chase this down. They are going slightly above the run rate required, so no
And
pressure.
in the air, and that's a 6 over deep mid wicket. Okay, with that, the ball have gone really far. So I will take the opportunity to let Sharbin Muniandi replace me in the commentary box. Thanks.
Welcome, Sharvin.
Hi, Pamadip Singh.
Very exciting chase so far.
Yep. Yeah, it's an interesting match. And Faiz on fire.
Beautiful running between the wickets by Ahmad Faiz, and with that, he brings up his 50.
Wonderful innings by Faiz, the skipper.
"51 of 24 deliveries. Ahmad Faiz has played a captain's knock here. Hit to deep mid wicket for another single. Easy pickings for Ahmad Faiz now. Well, he's come in and completely changed the complex of the game. Attacked from the first ball. Hasn't let any bowlers settle down. And I think his innings here so far has been key to the run chase of the central smashers. Pressure on the bowler. Sliding down leg side and a wide call.
I think central smashers started well on the power play from Anwaruddin and Amar Zudi.
Well, definitely both of them did the damage in the power play, but very, very impressed with the way Ahmad Faiz has carried on the innings.
What a
Hit
shot.
down the ground.
Beautiful.
Straight as an arrow. Another 6.
Alam Saif. Beautiful shot by him.
Now the southern hitters are under a little bit of pressure here. Alam Saif gets into the act, joins the party. And he's given him. He's got him. Pretty unnecessary shot there. But a wicket, the southern hitters badly required. Alam Saif departs.
For 23. He hit wonderful, beautiful 6 straight to the side screen and depart on the next ball. Now incoming batsman Nazrul Rahman, jersey number 21.
We can see the southern hitters having a bit of a gathering in the middle. I'm sure Syed Aziz would be having a discussion of picking up another couple of quick wickets to get them back into the game. At the moment, it looks like it's going the way of the central smashers. They have the wickets in hand.
That's end of the over. 127 for 3 wicket loss and 11 overs gone.
We have a change in bowling now. Anwar Rahman comes back for his third over. I think this is a very good move from Syed Aziz, bringing in his experienced bowler. Heavily depending on him to pick up a wicket now. Interesting contest, this one between Anwar Rahman and Ahmad Faiz. Ahmad Faiz is well set on 52 of 25 deliveries, hitting 4 boundaries and 4 massive sixes.
Now current run rate of central smashers are 11.5. They need just 7 runs per over.
Well, yes, I think the game is well set now for the central smashers. 7 runs and over with the field spread open is not a very difficult task. Hitting the pads, so just sliding down the leg side, I feel. Good call from the umpire. Good bowling from Anwar Rahman as well. Not giving any room to the new batsman. Quick discussion from the batsman, and we are off. Third ball of the over coming up. Inside edge, and an easy single for Nazrul Rahman is off the mark. Good bowling by Anwar Rahman again, taking pace of the ball.
I think Southern Indians tried to put pressure on Nazrul Rahman, face more balls instead of giving strike to Faiz. It's a good shot.
Cut towards
Wonderful
point.
shot by Faiz. And went for 2.
Good fielding there by Ainul Hafiz at the cover region boundary. The Southern Hitters need another wicket here. Again hit down the ground towards long off for another single. I think it's smart batting here by the central smashers. Anwar Rahman is one of the more experienced bowlers for the Southern Hitters, so not taking any risk against him. And with that, it's end of the over. Pretty good one from Anwar Rahman, considering the context of the game so far. Giving away only 6 runs. The central smashers are 133 for 3 at the end of 12 overs.
I think be slight change on bowling. I think Vijay onto the attack, I guess.
Yes, another good move by Tariq Aziz. Bringing on his strike bowler Vijay Uni. Opened the bowling earlier. Got the big wicket of Anwaruddin. I think Syed Aziz is backing on his more experienced bowlers to get him the wicket, break a couple of partnerships. Only wickets can help the Southern Hitters now. Central smashers look well set to chase down the target of 194. They require only another 61 runs in 8 overs with 7 wickets in hand.
So 1 run. Oh, again.
Very sloppy fielding there. Can't afford this at this stage of the game. Vijay Uni should have done better with the throw.
Down the ground, too long off. 1 run by Nazrul Rahman.
Ahmad Faiz on strike.
Shot.
Beautiful shot there by Ahmad Faiz. Vijay Uni is slowing it down and Ahmad Faiz getting down on one knee and slogging it over mid-wicket for another 6. Excellent batting here by Ahmad Faiz. Captain leading from the front. He has hit 5 sixes already in the 29 balls that he has faced, scoring 62 runs. Strike rate of 213. Don't see that often from Ahmad Faiz. But he's playing a captain's knock here.
I think they're going to change the ball. Again, captain's knock. I would say it's amazing by Faiz. The way he bring up the team, the team score. Now Central Smashes on 142 from just 12.3 overs. They need 7 runs per over.
Well, to all our viewers who have just joined in and are wondering what has happened, the Central Smashers chasing 194 are currently 142 for 3. In 12.3 overs, Ahmad Faiz 62 runs of 29 deliveries so far. He's played a captain's knock. And he doesn't look like he's going to stop. Very exciting contest, this one. I think the amount of runs that have been scored today, I think it shows how good a wicket this one is. So, hats off to the groundsman preparing a beautiful batting wicket. And I'm sure our viewers have been enjoying the game so far. We are back. Change of ball.
The number of sixes hit by Central Smashes are 11 sixes for now by the batsman.
So full toss hit to Syed Aziz at cover. Chance of a run out at the non-striker's end, but Nazrul Rahman just makes it back in time. Not sure what's happening there. At the rate they're going, they don't need to take these risky singles. Good bowling by Vijay Uni.
That's a good ball by Vijay Uni.
In the block hole. Perfect Yorker.
Bowling again by Vijay Uni. Not giving room to Faiz.
Ten runs of that over, and the Central Smashers now 143 for 3 after 13 overs. They look well set to finish off this chase. Require another 51 runs in the remaining 7 overs with 7 wickets in hand. Doesn't look like they're in any sort of trouble.
So a change of bowler by Syed Aziz. Still the required run rate per over, 7 runs per over. I guess the way Central Smashes batsmen are going, they're going 11 runs per over. They should finish it by 16th over, maybe.
Good start by Saleh. Shatman into the block hole. Ahmad Fai is only managing a single. Well, I think looking at the required run rate, 7 runs per over with the field spread open is not a difficult task for the Central Smashers. Only way the Southern Heaters can stop them is by picking up wickets. And they need to do it quickly. Full delivery outside off stump. Hit towards deep cover, and they come back for the second. Good running, beautiful running between the wickets here by Nazrul Rahman.
Good running by Nazrul Rahman and Faiz.
Good delivery there by Saleh. In the block hole again. We have seen him bowl a lot of Yorkers today. Good to see him have the control to get the Yorkers in. Well bowled again by Saleh. In the block hole, Nazrul Rahman not able to put that away. Pretty good over so far from Saleh.
It's a good bowling by Saleh. Bowling a wide Yorkers to Nazrul Rahman. So wide delivery by Saleh. Down the leg.
Well, I think Nazrul Rahman missed out on opportunity there. A little bit of bat would have got him 4 runs.
Yep. Exactly. Pawan.
Central Smashers are scoring at 11 runs per over. This is very, very good batting. Pretty tight over so far by Saleh, giving away only 4 runs. Considering the rate these Central Smashers have been scoring runs at, I think it's been a pretty tight over so far. Important to finish well as well. And he does. Another Yorker in the block hole. Oh, sloppy bit of fielding there by Anwar Rahman at the long on boundary. 2 runs to Nazir Rahman.
$150 up for Central Smashers. From just 13.5 overs. What
Full
a
toss.
shot.
And he smashed it over the square leg boundary for a massive 6. Good shot by Nazir Rahman to end the over. What looked to be a very economical over has now proven to be very costly. Central Smashers are cruising. 155 for 3 after 14 overs. 12 runs coming off that Saleh Shatman's over. Looks like this game is going to finish well before the 20 over mark. Got a feel for the bowlers here. It's not like they have not tried. They have tried all sort of things. They have followed their plans, but I think it's just been very good batting by the Central Smashers, especially the captain, Ahmad Faiz. Now Nazir Rahman has joined the party as well. He's on 15 runs of 10 deliveries. Vijay Uni to continue, bowling his last over.
Vijay is bowling last over.
Can they get another wicket here?
This is an important over for Vijay to get the breakthrough of Central Smashers batsman.
Good start into the block hole. Ahmad Faiz is hitting it towards short mid. Picking up a single. Getting Nazrul Rahman onto the strike now. Another beautiful delivery. Into the block hole again.
Beautiful bowling again by Vijay. As I said, he's not giving room to the batsman. Beautiful shot.
Smash that towards cover. Looking for 2. And that's excellent running by the batsman of Central Smashers. I think why I say it's been good batting. It's Not only they have hit the boundaries, but it's the singles and the doubles that they have picked up today. Put
Exactly.
pressure on the fielders. Good all-round display by the batsman. Hit down the ground for just a single.
Now required run rate goes to 6.5 per over. They need just 36 runs from 5.3 overs with 7 wickets in hand.
Ahmad Faiz stepped down the wicket, converts it to a full toss, hits it towards mid wicket for a single, moves on to 65 of 34 deliveries. And a pretty decent over so far, only 5 runs. But I think the southern hitters need wickets here.
Clean. Beautifully played by Nazrul Rahman. Just slice it through short third man and went for 4.
Very unlucky there. You got a feel for the bowler. Bowled a perfect Yorker. But
That was-
Nazrul Rahman still able to get some bat on it, and it races down towards the third man boundary.
That's the end of the over. 164 for 3 in 15 overs. They need another 30 runs from just 5 overs. And change of bowling. The skipper Syed Aziz onto the attack.
Can we see a magical spell here from Syed Aziz? Couple of wickets here may just change the game. You never know. Cricket is a funny game. Vijayoni has finished his spell of 4 overs, giving away 42 runs, picking up 1 wicket. Syed Aziz to Ahmad Faiz. Hit
Short.
towards mid wicket, just short of the field of the fielder, and they take 2. That's poor fielding. Syed Aziz is not a very happy captain. I think the fielder should have done better.
I think if you witness earlier of the innings, there are few drop catches and misfielding by the central smashes players. And now, as you can see, they're running 2. And a few sloppy fielding by Southern Hitters fielders. I think this sort of time, the fielders should be fast and not giving 2 runs maybe, and not
And he's got him. Oh, he's not given. Oh, okay, he's given him. Now, Empire has given him. So Syed Aziz strikes. Nazrul Rahman departs. Good comeback by the captain of Southern Hitters, Syed Aziz. Can we see a collapse in the batting now? We have seen a lot of funny things happen in the game. You never know what may happen today. Nazrul Rahman departs for a well-made 22 of 15 deliveries, hitting 1-4 and 1-6. Ahmad Faiz is still there, 69 not out of 37 deliveries. The new man in, the married man, Fitri Sham. I think his role will be very simple here, just to support the well-set Ahmad Faiz. Syed Aziz is holding his calves at the moment, might be struggling with a little bit of cramps. It's been a very hot day here at Kinrara Oval. Temperatures above 37 degrees. Very humid as well.
Good decision by Syed Aziz himself. It's a crucial wicket to break the partnership between Nazrul Rahman and Faiz.
Ahmad Faiz is having a quick word with his partner, with Risham. I think the message would be just to get the single and give Ahmad Faiz, the well set batsman, the strike.
If the still required run rate is 6.
Yeah, as I said earlier, the required run is not a problem now. Can southern hitters get some quick wickets? Good bowling there by Syed Aziz. Just outside the off-stump corridor. Fitrisham looking to guide it towards third man. I think Syed Aziz is struggling a little bit with his calf here. Probably cramping up. Another good delivery. Keeping it stump to the batsman. I think that's the way to go for the southern hitters now. Attack the stumps. They need to pick up a couple of wickets. Still not over yet.
2 balls to go.
And he's got him. A wide-ish delivery. Cut straight to point. Syed Aziz strikes again. 2 wickets in the over so far. And the fielder at point is down. Not quite sure what has happened. Probably a web cutting. Fitrisham departs without troubling the scorers.
That's a important wicket by Syed Aziz. In just a over, got 2 wickets. That's what southern hitters need. They need wickets to slow down the run.
Well, yes, they definitely need wickets, and who better to understand the position of the game than the captain himself? Picking up 2 wickets in that over.
Now,
And new man in. The fast bowler, Wafiq Irfan. A very eventful over for the southern hitters. Syed Aziz, the captain, picking up 2 wickets.
that's end of the over. 167 for 5 in 16 overs. Another 4 overs to go. 27 runs needed.
Change in bowling. Anwar Rahman comes in from the far end to finish off his spell. He's bowled 3 overs so far. Hit down the ground towards long off for a single. Anwar Rahman has been pretty economical so far. He's bowled 3 overs for 23 runs. The captain here would be counting on him to pick up another wicket. Put the central smashers in a little bit of pressure. Lost 2 quick wickets in the previous over. I think another 1 wicket here could put Ahmad Faiz in a little bit of pressure.
Exactly, Pawandip Singh. I guess they need a wicket.
Anwar Rahman coming around the wicket to the left-hander. And
It's
he's got him.
gone.
He's got the wicket here. Wafiq Irfan departs, trying to chip it towards the leg side, giving an easy return catch to the bowler. Are we seeing a collapse here?
Oh, that's wonderful bowling by Anwar Rahman. As I said, they need wicket. And pressure on the skipper. Another young batsman, Lokman.
Well, I think the central smashes are now in a little bit of trouble. 168 for 6. They have lost 3 quick wickets in the span of 2 overs. New man in is Lokman Nur Hakim, the young under 19 player. I think his job would be pretty simple. Just take the single and get Ahmad Faiz on strike. You got a feel for Ahmad Faiz. He's been watching the wickets fall from the other end. Not able to do much about it.
As you can see, Pawandeep Singh, the last 6 balls, just giving away 1 runs, 3 wickets and 2 dot balls. That's beautiful bowling by Southern Hitters.
Well, definitely. I don't think they have given up just yet. And the captain did a very good job bringing himself back into the previous over. And he's bowled him. What is going on here? This is very irresponsible cricket from the young boy. You have your captain well set at the other end. There was no need for that shot. Anwar Rahman strikes again.
Poor batting by Lokman.
Wild slog towards mid-wicket, completely missing the ball. And now the new man in, Amirul Shami. I think the central smashes are now in a bit of a trouble here. The required run rate is not much of a problem, but it's the wickets in hand now. With not much batting left to come, I think the Southern Hitters are back into the game.
Another 2 balls to go.
Well bowled. Amirul Shami knocks it towards mid-wicket for a single. Anwar Rahman.
That's the last ball from Anwar Rahman.
Chip towards cover and easy single for Ahmad Faiz. He'll keep strike for the next over. And a good spell of left-arm spin bowling by Anwar Rahman. 4 runs, giving away 4 overs, giving away 26 runs and picking up 2 crucial wickets at a very crucial stage. I think credit has to go to the captain here, Syed Aziz. Good bowling change. Brought himself on before this over, picked up 2 wickets and got his most experienced bowler on again to pick up another 2 wickets. So they've picked up 4 wickets in the span of 2 overs. Now we see a change in bowling. It's Suleiman Ali coming into bowl from the pavilion end to Ahmad Faiz.
Now the score is 170 for 6 wicket loss. 17 overs gone. 3 overs to go. They need 24 runs.
I think 24 runs in 18 deliveries is not a very difficult task. but it's the wickets that is the problem now for the central smashers. With that, he's hit it towards mid wicket and it's gone all the way. That has gone all the way for a 6. Good effort by the fielder, but not able to get his hands to it. Ahmad Faiz starts off with a 6. Just what they required. Can Ahmad Faiz pull it off here? I think it all depends on one man now, and that's Ahmad Faiz. Starts off with a 6. 18 runs required to win in 17 deliveries. Length ball hit towards third man and easy single there. Now Amirul Shami is on strike. He needs to be smart here. It will be interesting to see what field Southern Hitters set for the new man. We'll probably look to attack him, not let him get Ahmad Faiz back on strike.
Bit of talking from the skipper to the young batsman. Definitely Amirul Shami is looking for singles to give strike to Faiz, to the skipper.
Hit towards cover and a misfield there by Syed Aziz. Central smashers get a single and Ahmad Faiz is back on strike. Now this is going to be a very interesting contest. 3 balls left in the over. Ahmad Faiz on strike. The central smashers require another 16 runs to win. Poor delivery, very poor delivery, straying onto the pads, a low full toss, and Ahmad Faiz was not going to miss out on that. Gets bat on it and that races towards the fine leg boundary.
That's a poor delivery by Sulaiman. As you can see, Syed Aziz has set up a field on offside.
Syed Aziz would not be happy with that. Sharvin, do you think Syed Aziz could have bowled this over instead, looking at the context of the game?
Yes, I agree with you because there's a new batsman, the young batsman. Maybe Syed Aziz can attack on the new batsman.
Cut towards point for no run. Dot ball there by Suleiman Ali. Last ball coming up of the over. It'll be interesting to see how he finishes. I think Ahmad Faiz will look to take a single and get on strike for the next over. Yes, he does. Hits toward point. Gets an easy single and Ahmad Faiz would take strike. Ahmad Faiz on 83 of just 44 deliveries. He's played a brilliant innings here and I think he deserves to be on the winning side.
That's the end of the over. 183. Loss of 6 wicket. 18 overs gone. Sorry, loss of 7 wickets.
Central smashers require just 11 runs to win this game. Can Ahmad Faiz do it? Hit towards mid-wicket.
Then running for...
Hasn't timed it and they're coming back for the second. Chance of a run out. And good running there by the central smashers. Amirul Shami makes his ground. Central smashers now require 9 runs. Ahmad Faiz on strike. Syed Aziz steaming in. Good ball. hit towards mid wicket, and they are coming back for the second, and they get it.
What a running by
2
Faiz.
runs again. This is excellent cricket by Ahmad Faiz. He's showing that T20, the game can be played just by getting the singles and the doubles. It's not all about the boundaries.
They need 7 runs.
7 runs required now. Ahmad Faiz moves on to 87. Excellent batting here by the skipper of Central Smashers.